to help your family fight cavities. But what about his family? Well, he brings them a different tool. Chances are he chooses Crest. That's right. More dentist families use Crest than any other fluoride toothpaste. They know no toothpaste fights cavities better. After all, Crest has proven itself in test after test. Your dentist does all he can here for your family. And at home, he does all he can for his. Shouldn't you? Make the cavity-fighting choice more dentists do. Choose Crest.
Hi, I'm Sandy from Pacific Power. People all over are talking about the latest warming trend, the heat pump. Just listen for a moment and I'll be right back to tell you about a very special offer for Pacific Power customers.
Heat pumps? Boy, I can really tell you about heat pumps. I figure it's going to cost less than $300 a year to heat this house, and it's a big house. And it's probably one of the smartest things we've ever done. The nice, warm, even heat is a real plus. And in the summer, it's an air conditioner. It's true quality. You just have to try it for yourself.
For more information on heat pumps, call toll-free 1-800-633-7000.
Now for that special offer. When you buy a new heat pump by November 15th, we'll give you this valuable indoor-outdoor digital thermometer absolutely free. For more details and this free booklet telling you all about heat pumps, just call this number now. But hurry, this offer is limited. Call 1-800-633-7000.
Channel 23, KNDO Yakima.
This is Liberace's new album entitled Liberace Concert Favorites. What you just did there is, what you played first, is that on this?
These are mostly classical concertos, popular concertos,
all right,
that I recorded for Columbia. And they're putting them out on in the album and also on, what do you call that disc thing, you know?
Yes.
Compact.
Yeah.
Compact disc.
Yeah.
And you will be opening October 16th through November 2nd at our favorite New York spot.
Oh, yes.
Radio City Music Hall.
Oh, that's so marvelous. I'll tell you, Bill and I hold a kind of a special distinction at Radio City Music Hall. He holds the box office record, and I was fortunate to set an all-time attendance record. Of course, you charge more money than I do.
My next guest stars in one of the highest-rated comedy series on TV. Would you please welcome one of the Golden Girls, Bea Arthur.
I loved your bathroom. I just loved the bathroom. I recently had a decorator redo my bathroom, and we got a fabulous thing called Sisal. And the first thing that happened, the toilet overflowed. You know, it shrinks, and you have to... So anyway, I love your bathroom.
Sisal?
Sisal. It's beautiful. It's like a straw fabric that should never be in a bathroom.
No, was it on the floor?
Yes.
Oh, I thought
yes.
the toilet bowl was Sisal.
No.
Yeah. No. Do you know that this gentleman has 21 dogs?
No,
Yes, I love my dogs.
I didn't
In
know
fact,
that.
I've cut down on my work schedule so I could spend more time with my dogs. Yeah. They miss me when I'm gone, and I miss them terribly.
bet.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
a lot of dogs. That's a lot of dogs.
Yeah. I love them all. I have the most number of them in Las Vegas.
Oh, you mean they don't all live in the same...
No,
bathroom?
5 of them live in Palm Springs, and 3 of them commute between Palm Springs and L.A. and Malibu. Yeah. You know something, Bill?
Well, you're going to tell us about Mae West again and the dogs?
No. I got 2 Chinese Shar-Peis. Those are the dogs with all the wrinkles, you know?
Oh, yes, yes.
And they are so intelligent that I actually have to spell words so they don't...
please.
Honest to God.
Well, you know, she has 3 German Shepherds that are quite different also. Tell Libbo about...
No, I don't have 3 shepherds anymore. I have 1
You don't have them anymore?
No, I have 3 dogs, but
maybe he has
shepherds.
the other 2.
No, I have 3 dogs and a cat. One of them is a shepherd. One is a shepherd mix. One is a Doberman mix. And they're all very nervous. And they're not attack dogs. They've never been trained, but they bite if people get out of their cars.
You mean on your property? They come on your property?
I live on a road that's quite rural, and they used to think they owned the road. And then I finally got a letter from the district attorney or somebody like that, telling me he expected me at a certain place, City Hall or wherever, at 10 o'clock on a Friday morning. R.E. dog bite.
Yes.
So I called my lawyer, because I was panicked. I thought, my God, it's going to be in the National Enquirer, you know. Bea Arthur, at 98, you know, owner of pack of killer dogs. And luckily, my lawyer made a deal with the man who was suing, and he said that if I fenced in the entire area, he would drop charges.
We all have dogs. In the rural area, though, I found that the porcupine is the winner.
Oh, yeah, but you're talking back east. I mean, do you have porcupines here? I don't think.
Well, if your dog hasn't come home with it in his nose yet, you don't have them. And it's the strangest sight to see an animal that thought of him or herself as vicious.
Yes.
Coming up to the house with these things sticking out of the nose and the mouth and the teeth.
I know.
And they look at you and they say, I'm really embarrassed about this whole thing. And you look out and there's the porcupine going.
Yeah.
Well, you were nominated for an Emmy.
Yes, as is my custom.
And you had a dress made?
No.
No.
No, I tell you, I had a dress from 5 years ago, or whenever the first Hall of Fame, the television, the Academy had its Hall of Fame, and I inducted Norman Lear into it. So I'd had a dress made, which I promptly forgot about, and then I dragged it out, because it's, 5 years later.
But that's wonderful, because that means 5 years later you were the same size.
That was a little snug under here, but...
The first time you had
No,
it.
the second time. But,
I gave you to feed
I
out.
know you did.
So you wore that dress.
Yes.
Sunday.
Yes.
And you were nominated.
We missed you that night. Yeah.
Anyway, you were nominated, but this time you had all your buddies nominated.
Yeah.
So you didn't know what to do, did you?
No, I tell you, though, I was very relaxed this time, because I figured one of us had to win. And, you know, it was the show, and I'll tell you, one time, 1 year, I forget when it was, which year it was, that I was doing Maude, I did a one-woman show. And we all knew that I was going to get the Emmy that year.
They told you in front?
No, I mean, we just knew it in here.
Yes, because your show was that great.
Yes, and I was nominated, and so Norman Lear not only escorted me, but he wrote my acceptance speech for me, because he thought he could make it funnier than I could, you know. I didn't win. I won the following year.
But what happened?
So this time I decided I'm not going to think of a thing. I'm just not going to think of a thing.
And you were?
And I didn't win.
So you said to yourself, see that?
Exactly. Except I had one line ready to go in my closing acceptance speech, which was, and thanks to all of you for allowing us to bring senility into your living rooms.
I'm glad you didn't win. My grandfather had a great line about senility. He said, don't worry about it. He said, if you become senile, you won't know it. And I'm glad I didn't win so I could say that line. But anyway, you wanted to be an actress as a small...
Yes.
Small...
I was never small. I was always 5'9½".
Even at age 12?
Age 12.
5'9½".
Yes.
And at that time, boys were 4:11. So what happened?
I walked around like this,
To them?
and I dreamed of becoming a movie star.
Walking around like that? You...
Oh, stop putting me on. Come on now.
No, I have to have fun with you, because we had fun back there when you're getting your... This is her real face, so she was having her hair combed. You want... you want to... We will look at the tape and then come back of the
Oh, this
the
is
clip.
one of the new shows.
Yeah. What you want to help us with this? What is it?
Yeah, I was told it's one where I'm on my way. I have a date with somebody, I think, and my ex-husband shows up, something like that.
Ah.
If that's the one.
Well, let's roll the tape. Warner Wolf, go to the tape.
Okay, how do I look?
The outfit's nice. Now go put some makeup on.
Well, I'm wearing makeup.
Make sure you eat by candlelight. Oh, Dorothy, you look lovely. You really do. Lovely isn't good enough. She's got a date with Jeffrey, the Commodore. He's a Commodore in the Navy?
No, Rose, the singing group. He's the one in the middle. Used to be on the end till Lionel Richie left.
You and Jeffrey been spending a lot of time together.
Oh, yes. You know, just when I'd given up hope of meeting someone, along came the most gallant, sophisticated, charming man I'd met in ages.
And I bet he knows how to tie a lot of really neat knots. Dorothy, guess who's here?
My date.
Your husband.
I don't have a husband. Call the police.
Your ex-husband.
I'll call the police.
Oh, well, we'll return after this.
You wouldn't pour ketchup on steak. Why pour it on a burger? Isn't that chopped steak? Try A1 steak sauce. It makes hamburgers taste like steak burgers. So don't cover it. Discover it with A1.
For 3 years, Bryant has been paying people back for their highest month's gas bill. This year, we're doubling the deal. 2 months of free gas when you buy our Plus 90 gas furnace. We can do this for 2 reasons. Gas is economical, and the Plus 90 is so efficient, it uses less gas. So cash in on our double deal. Call 800-HOT-SALE for your Bryant dealer. And if you get a busy signal, call again.
Gas, America's best energy value. The game is a question of scruples.
You're cleaning your daughter's room and stumble on her diary. Do you read it?
Well, I know I should.
Come on, Helen.
No, I would not read the diary.
You're lying.
You're right.
A question of scruples from Milton Bradley.
This house is hopping, people having the ball, laughing and clapping, watching it happen on the HBO Knockout Fall.
The HBO Knockout Fall is here with blockbuster movies like Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Jagged Edge, and Cocoon. HBO exclusives, too, like Comedy with Rodney and Robin. So catch it all.
On the HBO Knockout Fall.
Get a free alarm clock telephone when you order HBO.
On the next Benson,
There is no sense in talking any longer. We strike.
so Benson comes to the rescue.
You're going to do the work of 20 people?
If I have to.
You're going to cook, clean, garden, and show firm?
If I have to.
You can start by getting me a cup of coffee.
Beat you sit.
Could I have some bread, please?
Heads up. You want the butter?
No!
My next guest and I have a lot in common, you'll find out later, but she has a book on the bestseller list titled And So It Goes. We both have television programs on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Hers is a news program called Our World. It's on another network. Would you please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Linda Ellerbee. Good luck on this.
Well, so far it's doing well, not as well as yours has been doing, but
Probably Sinatra will knock us both off.
No, I told you Sinatra's book, which is not Sinatra's book, it's Miss Kelly's book, that is not in, that's fiction.
But you mean ours isn't?
No,
ours
is in non-fiction.
Well, I brought something. As a matter of fact, I brought you that book. And if you'll notice, I wrote inside of it.
Oh.
I brought you that book. And if you'll notice, I wrote inside of it.
Oh. Our world will always include fatherhood.
And
Wonderful.
I brought a copy of your book.
Oh.
His book.
Yes.
For him to sign.
Well, I will.
And I brought you an Our World baseball cap. And softball. There's a reason for this.
Yeah, okay.
Because you've been ahead of me on the bestseller list for all these months. And because your show is the most popular show on television and mine is just starting. The Our World softball team challenges the Cosby Show softball team to a game. Now, there's only one thing you need to know. We don't have a softball team. But we'll put one together.
And so it goes.
And so it goes.
Yes. Well, I accept the challenge. As a matter of fact, I will play on both sides. On one side I will bat, the other side I will pitch.
Well, I want you to feel free to wear that cap on the air on your show if you wish to. That'd be... Actually, I owe you. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have this show. Really, because ABC, his show is so popular that ABC decided that Ripley's Believe It or Not, which was opposite you,
yes,
cost a lot of money and didn't get very good ratings. So they decided that a news show, of course, costs half the money to produce. And if we didn't get very good ratings, it was okay because they were still making money. It didn't cost a lot of money to produce. So if you weren't there, I wouldn't be here. Now,
you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I have one piece of philosophy. My brother Russell, when I was had a variety show on CBS, and they brought out for the first time Monday Night Football. And my brother Russell said, what night is your variety show on? And I said, Monday. He said, you better be funny. Now, I don't know how, in your family, has anybody really gotten after you for going up against a show that is as popular as the Cosby Show?
Well, yeah, I mean, people do say, what is your wish? You know, what, you have a death wish? Why do you insist on continuing to work with no net? And I say right away that I admit Bill Cosby is funnier than I am. But the pay's good, and the show is good, and the other nice thing about being opposite you is it's easy for people to remember when it's on. Well, it's on opposite Cosby.
No, but you'll have a good...
well, I look at it this way, is what we ought to do is a squeeze play on CBS.
Yes.
Take out the third network that's opposite both of us.
Now, what is it? What is your show about, Our World?
It's an historical show. It takes advantage of all of this body of film and videotape that we have, and we take all of the things of a given time.
I'll just leave it right.
Just leave it right there. It's in camera range. All like the news events of a time, and the movies and the television shows that were on, and the songs we were listening to. For example, the first show is the summer of 1969, which was the moon landing in Woodstock and Chappaquiddick, the Smothers Brothers getting kicked off television, and Julia went on that summer. It was the first time that a black woman had ever been on television with a series where she wasn't a servant. And let's see what else happened that summer. The Manson murders.
Now, wait, that's an awful lot for what? An hour show?
An hour show.
It's an hour show. But that's an awful lot, so you've put your scissors in.
Well, yeah, what it is, it's not history. We're not doing the history of the world. It's the way we were. It's impressions of the way we were at a time, and that's why it includes the music of the time and so much.
So will some of the people...
In fact, you're in the first show.
Really? In 1969?
Well, there's no, at the end, at the show, we tie all the loose ends together. And I say that it was also the summer that Charles Evers was elected mayor in Lafayette, Mississippi, which was the first time that a black man was elected mayor in Mississippi since Reconstruction. So at the end of the show, I say that there have been many more blacks elected mayor, and since then, we've seen many more blacks with their own television series. And then there's a picture of you, for example. A black man has the biggest, most successful television show on the air so far.
Well, along with the family.
That's right. Well, the family, I think it says that.
But getting back to your show, when you have, let's say, pick a subject. Do you go back to the 50s?
We start about 1935. Before that, you're hard up to find the film. You know, you just can't get a lot of film.
They destroyed the tapes.
And so, right, yes, they destroyed the tapes. 1935 to 1975 is generally. The second show is 2 weeks in October, 13 days in October, 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yes.
And then the next one is 1956.
So if we looked at this program, we could very well, it's historical. A given time, we could take our history books and sit there with you on a given evening and have a good time.
I would think you'd have a pretty good time without even bringing along your history book. And especially for there are a number of young people who really don't remember what we remember. You know, Mommy, what was Woodstock?
But it's necessary to do that, I've found, very seriously, because children, as we were once, if nobody tells us what happened back then, many times whatever was hard fought for
gets lost.
Absolutely.
Gets absolutely lost. And that's true of the women's movement issues.
Wait one second. Freddie's dying. See, we have to have a commercial.
Oh, hi,
See,
Freddie.
So even though you're saying something important like the women's movement, Freddie went like this. So we're going to sell something and come back, hopefully.
A lot of traffic your 12 o'clock position. Could you check it out?
Roger, going in for a closer look.
Wow, I've never seen traffic like this.
And they're all heading for Color Tile's big sale. Half-price ceramic floor tiles, half-price paint wall covering, 25% off oak parquet tile.
Understand, Color Tile 1? See you there.
Color Tile's big sale, now through Sunday.
See you there.
You Americans have all the luck. When I want the great chicken dishes of the world, I have to use my British passport. Your passport, however, is Tyson chicken entrees. Delicious international meals like Tyson chicken français. Incredibly sumptuous. And fortunately, Tyson prepares chicken in so many delicious ways. Tyson is the only passport you need for a world of great tastes. Waiter! No hurry.
Heard any tasty rumors lately? Some are pretty hard to swallow.
Die fat and you can live to be 100.
Really? And she says anyone can stay slim if they cut out starchy foods. Really?
Protein, baby. Just protein.
Really?
The truth is, a smart diet is a balanced diet of dairy foods, meats, fruits and vegetables, and grains. So don't be fooled by fads. Eat smart.
Really?
Here's some fabulous funnies from America's favorite game show.
Oh, can we start over?
No, come on, let's keep going.
A show that's got belly laughs.
Haven't we?
Yes, we have.
And lots of talent.
Okay, on 3, do your trick. 1, 2, 3.
Pat Sajak, a host with no hang-ups.
Hey, it's a living.
And Banner White. Help make the show a hit. Be a kid again with Wheel of Fortune. It's just too much fun to miss.
I'm going to introduce Liberace. Ladies and gentlemen, again, the great Liberace. turn.
Introducing the Canon Sure Shot Supreme. It's so automatic, you can't take a bad shot.
I can take a bad shot, like my backlit shot.
Nope. Sure Shot's Auto Flash corrects backlighting.
My too close shot.
Its autofocus gets you this close.
My no-hand shot. Shot in the dark shot.
With the Sure Shot Supreme, every shot's a sure shot. And its battery lasts about 5 years.
Not a bad shot.
The new Canon Sure Shot Supreme. So advanced, every shot's a sure shot.
Quietly, with very little noise, one soft drink has risen all the way to the top to become America's #1 caffeine-free cola. Caffeine-free Diet Coke. It's the soft drink more and more people are quietly enjoying. Caffeine-free Diet Coke. Try it.
Just for the taste of it. Shh. Caffeine-free Diet Coke.
Yo, what are you guys doing?
We're taking a vacation from carbonation.
Nestle Quick, the great chocolate escape.
You can't hurt me. Come on, all you got. Come on.
They will abuse his body.
Rat!
Torture his mind.
You're beginning to get to me.
And break his spirit.
Don't hold me so tight.
Deputy Barney Fife will always survive to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Come home to Andy Griffith, weekdays at 4:30 here on Channel 23.
Open this door.
Join me tomorrow night. Don't clap when I'm doing my promo. Yeah, right, wrong. Join me tomorrow night when my guest will be Andy Griffith, Jo Beth Williams, and the Pointer Sisters. Oh, I want to thank you, Liberace, Doc Severinsen, Bea, my love with the dogs.
Yes.
And to Linda, good luck.
Thank you.
And
to you, good
and
luck.
I'll need it. I'll be watching you.
Thank you. I'll bet you.
Thank you.
Next on Late Night with David Letterman, David welcomes comedian Sam Kinison. Then start your day with NBC News at sunrise. And tomorrow morning on Today, a talk with Sophia Loren.